Hi, Aquarius friends. It's me, Jessica, owner of My Taropist. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you guys are here. If you hadn't noticed, friends, I have been so behind. I never got I never finished the air sign readings for August. So Aquarius, you guys, and Libra were next on my list. Life's been a little bit nutty, and also my energy was a little bit off for a while during the month of August, and I just wanted to make sure that, number one, I was in the best place to give you the best readings, and also just kind of had the time to do it, you guys. So I am like a month behind on everything right now, so I am playing catch up, friends. So my apologies for the delay. For those of you who do watch these readings, thank you so much for your support. And I just want to remind everybody, though, also my readings they're different than some other readers that you might be used to, where I'm not looking at them. I'm not giving you an overall for the month. It's an energy check for wherever you're at presently whenever you watch the video. So essentially the readings are timeless. It's just that for my own purposes, I try to get one out for every sign each month, right? And then also do the birthday reading for whomever, whatever sign, whatever season we're in. Right now we're in Virgo season still. And then I started my monthly love readings, or not monthly, sorry, seasonal love readings. So the Falling in Love series will be coming up also, hopefully, by the end of this month. So trying to catch up, you guys, trying to catch up. But thank you for your patience, Aquarius friends. Let's get into your reading. I will hopefully get you guys to this month before the end of the month. We'll see how it goes, but don't even worry about it. It's like whenever you watch this, guys, is when it's meant for you. Okay. So I've already shuffled your energy into the deck. So take a look into my eyes on whatever device or screen you're watching from, friends, and take a deep breath with me. Ready? And ooh. Okay. That was a pretty intense energy connect. So let's see what's going on with you all. It could be me too, you guys, honestly. There's a lot going on in the world, in my life, and I'm sure in your life. So let's get into it. We're going to take a look at your mental energy, your interpersonal relationships, what's bothering or distressing you, and your emotional energy. That is a My Taropist session. That is what we do, friends. So now that I have connected with your energy, I'm going to split the deck toward you. And I'm doing your readings a little bit of a different setup. I'm doing this off my laptop instead of off of the camera. I'm just trying to be a little casual today. It's the daytime. Usually I do my readings at night. All right. Well, some of you might also have Libra in your charts or be dealing with the Libra because you got the Justice card as your overall energy. Wow. And the Hierophant underneath that, the Magician underneath that, Six of Wands. Wow. Okay. This is a lot of major arcana on the bottom of the deck for your little pre-shuffle message, you guys. It does feel like some of you may be focused. Some of you might be trying to actually move physically locations in this season. And I mean like move your house, your home, or maybe even move for a job for some, because you got Ace of Pentacles. And then after that, Two of Wands, Four of Wands, 10 of Pentacles here, okay? And then the Six of Wands underneath that. So again, some of you might be relocating your home, your family, relocating for a job. That's for some of you guys. The Magician after that, or you're trying to manifest that or manifest a new beginning elsewhere for some of you, okay? The Hierophant after that, and then Justice. Yeah, for some of you, this might have to do with a marriage, especially with this also the Ten of Pentacles being here. Maybe you're moving because you've gotten married, or because, or you might be getting married in this season, friends, or you might be like relocating with your spouse. That's for some, not for everyone. This could be with regard to like the sale of a home or something like that. But I feel like right now you guys are in a very spiritual place, okay? Really aligning yourself spiritually. I feel like this is also about you really renewing your confidence, maybe for some of you in your spiritual gifts as well. And tapping more into that side of yourself might be helping you to become more balanced and aligned in this season, and kind of helping to bring balance to your home life, to your financial life, to your work life. Some of you might actually be moving into a field where you are utilizing spiritual gifts or incorporating spiritual gifts in with what it is that you already do, okay, for a profession. Especially, I feel like for those of you who might work in certain governmental structures, for those of you who might be teachers of some kind, counselors of some kind, who might work in a legal profession, okay? Some of you might be stepping into those professions as well. And yeah, I feel like you guys are just kind of also working a lot on, again, the inner balance and the inner contentment and peace here as well. Some of you are saving in this season and are just kind of like very patiently, I think, waiting for things to align and connect with you on a spiritual level in your lives. And I think it looks like you guys are doing really well. So whatever's going on, I do feel like things are working out in your favor. If you are working like in a legal battle of some kind or some kind of a legal situation, for some of you, this may be with regard to school or, I don't know, I'm hearing jury duty. Some of you might be getting jury duty soon. Either way, I feel like things are all going to be aligned and work in your favor. Like I see you coming into a season of balance, especially balanced in the 3D as well as in the 5D. It's like the two feel like they're aligning for you in some way. So take that as it resonates for you, friend. You know, it's like whatever you're manifesting in the 5D is coming to fruition in the 3D, or vice versa. You know what it's like, there's that, what's that saying? As above, so below is what I'm getting. You know what I mean? So as you are working more on attuning yourself in a spiritual sense and bringing balance in that way, or in the 5D, right? Whatever that is for you, friend. Maybe you're meditating more, you know, maybe you're praying more. It's like that is kind of helping things to also align in the 3D. So if you are going through, for those of you who may be struggling in this season in some way, shape, or form, I'm not seeing that, but especially if it is a thing of like you're making decisions about your future, or you're planning for the long term and those sorts of things, if you're in that energy, friend, I feel like focusing more on living out of a 5D energy, so where you're putting your spiritual practices into place and into play, and bringing that more into your daily life in a conscious way, is going to help things to align for you, and just kind of come into balance and come to pass and help you move toward victory in the 3D. So I hope that makes sense for you, friend. Okay, so let's get into it. All right, shall we? Take a drink of water. That was just your pre-shuffle message. If it didn't resonate for you, stick around. There's a lot more reading to go. Remember, these are general readings. So every message that comes out in this reading may not align with you entirely, 100%. But I guarantee that if you stick around through the end, there's got to be something for you. And if there isn't, it's okay. We just didn't connect today. And that's okay, friend. It's okay. Come back next time. Okay. And if this video does resonate and these readings do resonate, this reading does resonate, please do like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends about it, okay? It helps more people, more eyeballs to get on it. By the way, you guys, in case you're alarmed, I burned myself I was making tea, and like the steam from the kettle just burned my arm, and it's healing. So in case you guys it doesn't look as bad as it used to, but in case anyone's wondering, why would you wonder? I don't know, but people do. You never know. People notice the weirdest things. All right, what's going on in the mental energy of my Aquarius people? Okay, that was really quick. I like to get the whole question out, but sometimes I feel like it's intentional, and that kind of did. So you've got the King of Wands and the Six of Cups in your mental energy. My friends, bottom of the deck, we have Princess of Cups. Yeah. Princess of Swords underneath the Princess of Cups, and the Death card, Queen of Cups. Okay, so I do feel like mentally you guys are doing well. I mean, this is all very good energy. You might be transforming a bit in this season. Maybe you've taken some time to kind of reassess and reevaluate some things where you are mentally. I feel like there's a renewed sense of clarity in this season for you, friends, I feel. A renewed sense of clarity. I feel like you've gone through a time of some healing. Some of you might be connecting with some mother figures, or there's a lot of feminine energy coming on underneath that King of Wands and Six of Cups. So I feel like for a lot of you, just very basically, you seem like you're regaining a sense of confidence. And I feel like some of that is tied to this sort of nurturing energy that I'm getting from underneath the bottom of the deck. Because we've got the Empress, right? We've got the Queen of Cups. We have a lot of this yummy, delicious, nurturing energy. And we've got the Princess of Cups and Princess of Swords here. So I feel like you might have had some communication come in. Something is transformed for you. Either you're transforming yourself mentally, healing. Maybe you're speaking to yourself in a more loving way. Or maybe you've been focusing, for some of you, I feel like you've been focusing on affirmations, affirming yourself verbally, mentally. I think some of you have really just come to this season where you've released yourself of any sort of mental conflict. Maybe you've set some boundaries against any sort of conflict or any sort of thoughts or external sources that may have been trying to come at you and cause you to prevent you from either having this renewed sense of self and self-worth, or just wasn't serving you in this season. And I feel like you've really healed from that. There's some nurturing energy. I'm feeling some of you might have been spending time with your mother in the season, whether your mother is here and you're literally physically in the 3D spending time with your mom, or a mother figure of sorts, some female. There's a lot of strong female energy. You might have a very strong support system of females around you that are just very nurturing and grounding in this season, okay? It could be family. I'm feeling strong family energy here too, that's around you, that is providing you with this sense of calm, mentally sort of just helping you to kind of soothe mentally. And so I feel like whatever was in any conflict that might have come in the past, I think you guys did a really good job of setting boundaries. And I feel like you're healing because I think there's some help from people around you, particularly women, okay? It's a very strong feminine energy here that are really loving you up in this season and speaking life to you and encouraging you and supporting you and nurturing you, okay? And if it's not those people, then it's you are doing this for yourself. You're embodying the energy of the Empress. You're embodying the energy of all of the queens. And literally, I think I saw almost all of the queens here as well. So it's sort of you're coming into this season of renewal, of refreshment, especially mentally. Things have really transformed for you. I think you're seeing things more clearly. I think you're loving on yourselves. And for some of you, there could be a King of Wands, could be a male fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Doesn't have to be, but it could be one in around you too that is also giving you this good Six of Cups energy. Maybe you're having some memories of the past or of somebody from your past, particularly if there is a fire sign that you are strongly connected with or were connected with in the past, right? That's kind of coming through. But I feel more so this nurturing energy that's around you right now is kind of helping you to have this renewed sense of confidence in yourself, and mentally it's just kind of giving you that strength that you need to really move forward and help things to grow in your life, okay? And is giving you this sense of hope. I feel that things are going to be okay. You are loved, you are nurtured, you are cared for in this season, and it looks really, really beautiful. You could even be having messages come in from other people that are that are giving you loving words of affirmation, that it's really helping you to kind of feel really good about yourself. Okay. For my male, and masculine energy Aquariuses, this could be, again, women in your life or a woman that is providing this for you. It doesn't have to be, but I do feel a strong sense of I'm hearing I get by with little help from my friends, you've got people around you that are uplifting you in this season and are kind of it's like this weird energy of like the past is helping you to move toward the future. Do you know? It doesn't have to be the past, but I feel like it's, again, that sense of family or nurturing or friends, like people, you know, that are giving you the warm fuzzies, you know, and that's helping you to move forward to your future, right? Okay. But you guys are in a really good mental space. You might be having a lot of memories of the past, of your childhood, or what have you. Again, a lot of you, this is like a love relationship kind of a thing where it's like whoever your partner is in this season is really like things are good there, and that's kind of helping you mentally to be in a really good place. You know what I'm saying? Okay. There's our strong soulmate energy here too, right? Okay, what is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Aquarius people? What is going on in the interpersonal relationships? Oh, almost flipped out. What's going on in the interpersonal? Okay, we'll take it. Oh, one flipped over here too. Okay, interesting. Okay. Well, you got yourselves the Queen of Wands here. Again, so now you've got a perfect pair on the board. You've got King and Queen of Wands on the board. I don't know if that's what you say in the spread. Okay. You got the King and Queen of Wands. So you got a perfect pair. So, some of you could definitely be in a relationship with someone that you see as potentially as your soulmate. Okay. This person definitely could have fire in their chart prominently. You could have fire in your chart prominently. That's Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. If not that, then you guys are just embodying that energy, that fire energy, which is very passionate, very driven, very creative, very like, you know, forward movement, forward focused, right? Very attractive, very lusty. Okay. And then the Hermit, this is Virgo. So you could also be dealing with a Virgo. So very kind of opposing energies though, which is interesting. So I do feel like with the Seven of Swords being on the bottom of the deck and then Justice being underneath that, there could be something amiss though. Especially since this Hermit is here. I need to clarify this, okay, you guys? I don't know if there's somebody you could be separated from in this season. For some of you, that could be a legal separation, okay? It could be due to a third party. But let's see. It doesn't have to be. Let's clarify. Please clarify this Queen of Wands and the Hermit for what's going on with the interpersonal relationships of my Aquarius people. Whoa, okay. Popped right on out there. Okay, yeah, for some of you, it could be third party related. It doesn't have to be though. Okay, so this is interesting energy. So what came out to clarify was the Four of Pentacles, right? A lot of energy of withholding, holding back around this earth energy, very strong like Virgo energy here, right? Four of Pentacles, Hermit. But then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups and then the Ace of Cups. And then also the Hanged Woman underneath that. And weirdly enough, friends, the Ten of Wands underneath that Hanged Woman. So this is interesting. There's a couple things going on here. So, I mean, some of you could just definitely be single in this season. Maybe you are coming out. So there's a couple different messages. And so take what resonates for you. They're not all going to resonate for you because there's definitely different storylines that I'm getting here. So for some of you, you've been spending a period of time being single. Because I do have the Nine of Pentacles down here and the Six of Swords. And I feel like some of you are coming out of a period of time of being single. Maybe you've been just really focused on work, or work has been very, very like time consuming, very stressful for a while. Like maybe the reason why you weren't really dating or you weren't really putting yourself out there was because work was just such a burden for you, and very consuming. And so you kind of like needed to take a break and kind of, pull back from any sort of romantic energy in this season so that you can kind of lighten your workload. But I feel like some of you are now really starting to kind of put yourselves out there and look for new love and maybe go out and date, maybe hang out with some friends and see what happens. Like, hey friends, let's go go to happy hour at this spot, and like maybe we'll meet somebody. Some of you might actually be going and starting to explore dating apps. You're looking good and you're feeling good, right? Queen of Wands, you're in this. If this is you, King of Wands at the top, and this is you, you're very much in this fire energy, very much in this energy of like looking good, wanting to be seen, wanting to kind of go after and explore and see what, what could maybe come, if you put yourself out there, friend, right? And so I feel like for some of you, you've kind of been holding back and kind of resistant to exploring your options in love or in, dating or things like that, because maybe you have been trying to get yourself more balanced mentally, emotionally, or financially with work. And so you've kind of like withdrawn until those things were kind of in balance. And it's like now you're in the season of things are feeling more balanced for you, friend. And I feel like you kind of have freed up. It's like you've lightened this load. I think you've taken a break to kind of release yourself from these burdens. And now you're like, okay, now's the time to kind of go exploring and put myself out there and see what's good. And I think some of you, I'm hearing like coming out of the dark. I finally see the light now shining on me. Okay, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why that, but maybe some of you are just like literally coming out of the dark. Like you've been single, you've been focused on work, you've been focused on career, finances, home, things like that, right? Family maybe for some. And it's like, I feel like you kind of, some of you, I feel like you kind of realize that by being withdrawn and not putting yourself out there, and this may not be dating, this could also just be with regard to your friendships or any kind of relationships, right? Friends, this is interpersonal. So this could be anything interpersonal, right? So it could just be even going out and having fun with your friends. That's really what the Three of Cups is primarily about, is out having fun, partying. It doesn't have to be like hardcore partying, just like going out to events, going out happy hour, lunch, brunch, dinner, whatever, just kicking it, enjoying a day, a weekend, with your friends and just having fun reuniting with the people that you care most about. And so I feel like for some of you, you've been really withdrawn. You've kind of tried to protect your energy. I feel like guard your energy from others because, again, for some of you, it's just fun because you spend so busy with work. And I feel like for a lot of you now, again, I'm just repeating myself, I realize a lot of you now are finally feeling the courage and the strength to kind of put yourselves out there, get out there, mingle, reunite with friends, reunite with loved ones. And for some of you, this is you coming out of a period of time of being single and getting ready to mingle. I do feel like, I know I said that there are multiple messages, but honestly, you guys, I feel like that's like it for you. I was going to go into some other things, but I feel a sense of peace that was like, yeah. And Zimmy, I feel like is confirming it. Like, yeah, that was it. That was the message. So I do feel like that. I feel like you guys have rested. You've taken care of yourselves. You've pulled back your energy. And now now that you're feeling good. And because this does match so much the mental energy and the pre-shuffle message, I feel like you guys are in a much better place than you were before when you were withdrawn and kind of guarded and protecting. And this could just be a matter of, I feel like for some of you it's because you were so busy with work, but I do feel like you didn't have as much time to invest in relationships, and that could be friendships, family, loved, dating or partner, someone that you're already with, that you already are with, I just feel like for a lot of you, you're now feeling you're in a much better place and you're feeling a lot better. And so it's enabling you to kind of, okay, I feel like things are settled. I feel balanced. I've taken care of all my responsibilities, and now I'm ready to go and have some fun. And you're looking good doing so. Okay, cool. What is going on, or what is bothering? What is bothering or distressing my Aquarius friends? Okay. I don't know, if anything's bothering you guys. Honestly, I think you guys are in a good place right now. I don't think you were like a month or two ago, but it feels like, not that you were in a bad place, but I think it feels just so much like your load has been lightened. Some of you definitely have a Leo in your life. And if not that, you definitely have Leo in your chart, because there's such strong Leo energy. And I'll tell you why, because the Sun card is what came out for you. And right underneath that was a Strength card. And I've seen this a couple times now. And you also have the King and the Queen of Wands. So if you guys have a Leo in your life, or if you have Leo prominently in your chart, I feel like this is heavy for you. Okay, so this is weird though. Why is this bothering you? Why would the Sun be bothering you? This is the happiest card in the deck. I don't know. Maybe nothing is bothering you. And the Strength card, it's like you guys are feeling good. You know, I feel like it's taken a minute, because underneath that we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Like, I feel like it's taken a minute for you guys to get here. This could be finances. Like, maybe it's taking a while for some kind of financial payoff to come through. Maybe you've kind of been waiting and confused and feel like, you know, where is this, you know, stable thing? For some of you, it could be like work. Maybe you've been waiting a long time, like looking for a new job. For some of you, this is like, again, looking for commitment of some kind from somebody that you care about, or just wanting it in general. But I don't feel that. Like, I do feel like you guys are just, honestly, I feel like you guys are in a really good place where you're feeling yourselves, you're feeling confident, you're feeling strong, you're getting your mojo back, you know, your happiness is coming around the corner. But let me see, you know, I mean, it is a little bit weird with this Hermit and this Four of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are still trying to get the courage to kind of have a new beginning, maybe with somebody. Let's see, please clarify the Sun is what's bothering or distressing my Aquarius friends. Please clarify. The Sun is what's bothering or distressing. Wow, okay, lots of cards wanted to come out. The one that definitely came out was Judgment. So that is kind of what I was thinking, is that some of you might have somebody, for some of you, might have somebody that you were kind of out in the cold with. And by that I mean somebody that you were at a distance from, or you hadn't spoken to for a while. Now listen, friends, we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde right now, and Mercury retrograde is about to kick back up, y'all. And so I think the end of this month, the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, of September, is when Mercury goes retrograde. So we're technically kind of already in the shadow of that. So for some of you, there could be somebody that is trying to come back into your life. And this could be somebody from the past that maybe you thought you had at some point a soulmate connection with. For some of you, I feel like it's a relative that you've been at a distance from, either physically or just literally you hadn't spoken to them in a while, that's wanting to come back around. So be very wary of folks that do try to come back up around during retrograde season. You know, whether their intentions are noble and long lasting, and not just a matter of like, I feel the call of the retrograde coming on me and I got to call that person. I got to go see them. Like, you know, sometimes people, it's like, you know, and then as soon as retrograde's over, it's like they ghost again. And it's like, what happened? I hadn't heard from you in 10 years and you just randomly text me out of the blue. And then just as quickly disappear out of my life again. So just be careful if that's situation you might find yourself in. Somebody might be coming back around wanting a new beginning with you. And that could definitely be something that would be bothering or distressing to somebody, because it might get you excited initially, but then, friend, you might realize like, don't know if that's really for me. Because as I say, that bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Pentacles, right? Again, I didn't even see this card there, but somebody could be coming back around wanting to come out of the cold with you, okay? They might have been thinking about the past a lot with this retrograde energy and thinking like, oh, I want to have a new beginning with Aquarius and I want to come out of the cold with Aquarius. Like, I'm ready to kind of reunite with them and to see if we can have a new beginning that could be really happy. I do feel like could be communication coming in from somebody that you've been at a distance from. And it might kind of make you kind of try to decide, is it worth it to come back out of the cold with this person? You might be kind of going back and forth with it. Is it worth having this sparkage again? There's, again, strong fire energy. Could definitely be a fire sign, you guys. Could definitely be a fire sign, especially if it's a freaking Leo, right? So it might kind of put you in a bit of a conundrum. Like, is this somebody that, again, and right under that 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Yeah, this could be somebody that you've blocked or they've blocked you, or somebody that you just like, you haven't communicated with, 9 of Swords, for a while. And this person could, like, something I feel like is okay. I'm going to show you all the things I'm saying, but like, trust me when I say there's somebody that could be thinking that, oh, this is fate. Like, their intuition is calling them and leading them to you. And in which case, friend, you might have to decide, is this worth having a new beginning with this person? Should I communicate with them? Should we start something up again or not? So yeah, just be wary if that happens. This doesn't have to be a lover, you guys. It could be anyone. It could be a relative. It could be a coworker. It could be an old job even. I feel like for some, with this 5 of Pentacles being here, somebody that it could be like a past employer. I feel for a lot of you, though, that this is a friend rather than a lover. Or anything else. I feel very strongly for a lot of you, this is a friend that wants to come back and talk to you. For some of you, this could be a child that you've not been in communication with, okay? So again, it could be anyone, but I feel mostly strong, like relative, friend energy. For some of you, it could be a past lover, okay? And so I feel like this might kind of put you a bit at a crossroads and kind of trying to decide, like, should I have this new beginning with this person or not, okay? Yeah. I don't know. Let's ask. I don't usually do this, but should Aquarius have this new beginning? What's the best judgment call for them to make? Ooh. Okay. Queen of Swords came out. But underneath that, Queen of Pentacles, the Star. So for some of you, this could be a mother or a mother figure. Again, it could be a boss or like an old job for some of you, okay? Yeah, and I do feel like this is somebody that you were 5 of Swords, 7 of Wands, that you guys were in conflict with and did have to set a boundary with this person. For some of you, again, this could be a mother or a child or a relative or a friend, okay? But I do feel like, yeah, and then underneath that, the Fool. So yeah, this is somebody that I feel like wasn't very fair to you in the past. Maybe they breadcrumbed you or just didn't really treat you with the most respect. But this is somebody who wants to try to make things right and come back and communicate with you and have a new beginning with you, okay? And I do feel like, use your brains, you guys. You're Aquariuses, you can do that shit, right? Like, you're very logical people. This is you, Queen of Swords. That's your energy, Aquarius. It's like, I feel very much so that this person wants to heal things. I feel like their intentions are good to make things right with you in some way and to bring healing to the situation with the Queen of Pentacles and the Star card. I do feel like they want to maybe offer you something in terms of trying to make amends or make things right. Even if that's just verbal communication. It could be something physical, though, especially if this is like someone that owes you money, okay, or something like that, or took something physical from you. I do feel like this person wants to nurture this, heal this, and grow this, but the advice from Spirit is, use your wits, keep your wits about you. I think continue to set the firm boundary with this person. Don't let that boundary go. Queen of Swords energy, right? Doesn't mean you have to cut this person off again, but I think it's worth having the conversation and then kind of intellectualize, logically make a decision about whether or not it should go further than this communication or just conversation, if it's really worth bringing this person back into your life. If it is really bothering and distressing you that much, friend, maybe not, right? If there really was that much conflict. But I do feel like this person's intentions are good, okay? It does look like they do have the best of intentions in them coming forward. But I do think that you need to make a head over heart decision. Don't allow yourself to be emotionally manipulated in some way. I don't see them doing that, but just, you never know. You know what I'm saying? And again, if they come back around, having a conversation, fine. If they come during retrograde season, just be aware of that. Look at it's retrograde ends in October, and just kind of maybe feel it out and see, maybe keep your guard up until after retrograde's over and after the post-retrograde shadow or whatever they call it, and just to make sure that this isn't just a matter of retrograde bringing somebody back through only for them to leave again or disappoint you once again. You know what I mean? But I do feel like there's healing that wants to happen here, okay? What is going on in the emotional energy of my Aquarius friends? What is going on in the emotional energy of my Aquarius friends? All right. Interesting. Okay, so for those of you who are in a relationship, you got Temperance, you're Sagittarius, again, more fire energy. So you've got Temperance, and on the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor and the Lovers. Okay, so, Lord, okay, I was going to say one thing, and then underneath that, we got some other weird stuff. I do feel like, well, it still goes. It still does fit. So underneath that, Lovers, okay, you guys, we got the Four of Cups. And then underneath that, Ten of Swords. And underneath that, Five of Wands, okay? So I feel like, and underneath that, Knight of Wands. So some of you might have put an end to a cycle in a relationship that you were in where, there was a lot of conflict. This person might have cheated for some, not for everybody. But just like there was a sort of an immature energy to that person that you were with. And I feel like they might have been a little bit in and out, or maybe communication was just kind of immature or not healthy or just not abundant. There was something about their energy that just wasn't bossed up. Okay. And I feel like you guys put an end to this cycle of conflict or of stress or drama, trauma, struggle. I feel like if you were in a situation like that and it was a struggle for you, I feel like that cycle has ended. Ten of Swords, right? And you might have pulled your energy back from this person, but I feel like maybe you haven't totally forgotten them. Like it might have been disappointing, but I feel like this person in this season might finally be bossing up. It could be an Aries, there's more fire energy, right? Or Gemini for some, or Sagittarius if you're dealing with any of those signs, especially. This could be your message, doesn't have to be though, those signs. So I do feel like this person is kind of, or you, like somebody, I just feel like somebody, I know this isn't always necessarily the meaning of the Four of Cups, but I do feel like someone hasn't gotten somebody off of their mind. This could be a past person, but I do feel like in this season, I feel like this person is kind of gotten things under control. I feel like they've kind of bossed up in this season, and I feel like there's a healing and a balance that's occurring in this connection. Now, for some of you, this is just you, okay? And you are coming to a season where you are getting yourself more emotionally balanced in this season, where you are gaining control of your emotions, Emperor, Temperance, right? And you are really finally able to gain mastery of your emotions and to find some balance there, okay? And again, balance. And it's really helping you to feel better about yourself. You might have had to pull your energy away from internal conflicts, external conflicts, okay, and put an end to cycles of emotional instability. And now you're coming back to a place where you're feeling very in control and emotionally stable. Okay, that's for others of you. So let me go ahead and also clarify this Temperance because it is a major arcana. Please clarify the Temperance as the emotional energy of my Aquarius. Something wanted to pop out. King of Cups. Again, emotional mastery. You guys, I do feel like that's the stronger message. Some of you, it is the relationship situation, but others of you, I feel like you're coming to the season of being able to master your emotions, getting a lot more emotional, higher EQ, okay, if you will. All right, please clarify the Temperance as the emotional energy of my Aquarius people. Another one wanted to come on out there. King of Pentacles. See, again, I just feel, and then there's the Emperor. Okay, I'm going to stop because I feel like Spirit's like, you just gave the message. You don't need to clarify. Yeah, you guys are gaining mastery of your emotions in this season and finding more emotional balance. I feel like you're getting control of that shit, you guys. All right, let's close this out, friends. What advice do we have for my Aquariuses before we close this out? Any advice for my Aquarius' Spirit? Thank you so much. Advice for my Aquarius people. Yeah, okay. This is beautiful advice. So Knight of Cups is what came out for you guys, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, 5 of Cups, 8 of Wands, more fire energy. Wow. The World card underneath that, and the Tower underneath that, okay? So, wow. And underneath that, the Devil and the 3 of Swords. Ooh, Lord. Okay. You guys definitely, I felt this, like, it's like you guys, I feel like you've come into this there's a new season and new cycle, okay? I think you guys have had a wake-up call. And I think you've put an end to anything that was causing you heartbreak and toxicity in this past season. This is where you come from, okay? I think you guys definitely, I mean, some of you are getting clean. Like, you know, if you had any sort of addiction or addictive behaviors, even if they were self-sabotaging, sort of psychologically destructive behaviors, not necessarily like a drinking problem or drug problem, but, you know, just sense of low self-worth, self-doubt, self-sabotage, you know, maybe anxiety, depression, or again, some of you, I feel like I have a workaholic issue for some, or whatever the behavior. Some of you might have been sex addiction. I mean, this is all kinds of things. Whatever you were doing that was sort of self-sabotaging or unhealthy and hurting your own heart, you know, and your own emotions. I feel like you guys put an end to that. Okay. I think you had a wake up call because you really wanted to be free. Yeah. For some of you, this is like insomnia, anxiety. Again, what I was feeling was like depressive thoughts or anxious thoughts or fearful thoughts or worries, or just, again, I feel like some of you, it was like self-doubt or self-speak, you know, the way you spoke to yourself or thought about yourself or your situation. It was like, it was putting you in a really bad place. You were just in a bad mental place. And you guys realized, like, I got to free myself from this. I got to move toward victory. I got to get away from this energy. Okay. For some of you, it could have been a work situation that you freed yourself from, but either way, it was like, you knew, like, I don't want to be in that anymore. It's time for a change. And I feel like for some of you, you completely shook up whatever this environment or situation that you were in, or again, those habits that you had that were unhealthy. It's like you completely obliterated it to start clean in a new cycle, World card, where you could have a beautiful new beginning where you are feeling more confident. You can move forward into your victory. Some of you, I feel like, did I say this in your pre-shuffle message? I feel like some of you did experience a move, like literally physically moving location. For others of you, this is just like all here and here. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you starting a new cycle where you're moving toward your victory. Like you got your eyes on the prize. You're not looking back at this. Okay. You're done with that energy. You're not that the Tower is bad energy, but all that that ickiness underneath that, remember, it's like you're done with that cycle. That painful cycle is over. You put an end. You're moving toward your victory. And this is you. I feel like 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, seeing things clearly from a new perspective. So where some of you might have been struggling with a more pessimistic viewpoint, where you're seeing more of the downside of things, more of the cups half empty, right, friends? It's like now you're starting to see things more clearly where the cups are full. You're seeing things from a more positive viewpoint. from a more positive perspective. You're starting to, now I feel like if, again, your problems were speaking to yourself negatively, it's like now you're speaking to yourself more positively in an uplifting way. You're starting to see hope for your future moving forward. You're starting to see that, okay, so some opportunities have ended, some relationships have ended, some things are not going to be what they were, are not going to be the same. I had to release some things and let some things go, but that's okay, because what's coming for me in the future is so much more beautiful and rewarding, especially on an emotional level. I feel like you guys are really coming to this beautiful place where you're feeling confident, you're feeling loved, you're feeling nurtured, and not only that, but you're feeling that for yourself. It's not just that you're seeking it from external sources, but you are giving that to yourself. You're giving yourself love. You're nurturing yourself. You're speaking to yourself kindly. You're thinking about your situation in a way that is optimistic and hopeful and beautiful. And I love that for you guys. So I'm going to leave you with that, friends. That has been your My Taropist session for whenever this gets up, right? Thank you for your patience again, my Aquarius people. And cheers to you. Please take good care of yourselves, and don't forget to book a session with a real therapist. Cheers.